Hello, everyone. It's Annette. This is In the Know 360, bringing you unfiltered stories, game, and exclusive drops from the next wave of stars. And now you're locked into In the Know 360, where real conversations meet raw talent. Let's go. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to In the Know 360, show hosted by me, Annette, the warm-hearted warrior diva. This show gives you insights on the journeys of high-achieving business owners and creative artists on the road to greater success. Please welcome Miss Laroya Compton, aka Miss LaLa. Yay!
Everybody.
How you doing, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
Good. I had my first cup of coffee, so I think we're good.
There you go. We're up bright and early, everybody.
Yes, ma'am. For those the what do you call the early bird gets the worm, folks. Right. So I have. Let's see here. Okay, we're all on live Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'm just seeing if there's anybody popping on. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to give you the mic so you can tell everyone who you are.
Okay. Well, everybody, my name is Laroya Compton. I go by LaLa. I kind of got that name in college in a nutrition class. Nobody could say my name for whatever odd reason. It put a T in there, all kind of things. It turned from Latoya to you name it. I'm like, I don't even know where those extra letters came from, but they ended up giving me the name LaLa, so it stayed with me since college. I am a mother, I'm a grandmother, and I'm an actress. And I'm so excited to be working on this next feature film called Next Lifetime by Jay Anthony.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for that introduction. And I also peeped that you're in North Carolina or originally from North Carolina.
I'm originally from the Bay. I'm originally a Bay baby. I'm originally from Oakland, California, but I live in North Carolina now, and I'm currently in California right now to help out my mother.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful. And for all the North Carolina folks out there, I used to right? I used to live in North Carolina too. So in my younger years, and wow, I do frequent there. I still have some. I call them my adopted family down there.
Mhm.
So it's always nice to get away from the DMV, from the DDC area. So okay. Well, with that being said, could you take us back to where it all began? What was the moment in grade school that made you fall in love with performing?
It actually started with my little brother. Like we were like kind of sheltered kids, so we were homeschooled a lot. So of course, when you're homeschooled and it's just me and him, like you know what I mean. Like he becomes your best friend. We do a lot of things together, and we would just do little plays on our own, like just little fun things on our own. And then like we ventured off into grade school and stuff like that, where I did like live poetry readings. I did a little bit of acting on stage, and then I carried that over to college where I actually did start a major in theater arts.
Wow.
Let's say it that way. And then I did a few productions there, and it just kept spiraling out. Along that journey, I met a man named Valiant Koa, who I did a couple of his productions for. So it's just been a blessing the whole way through, and it's just been something exciting and fun for me to do. And my start was really a humble beginning. It started with me having fun with my brother.
Oh, that's so sweet though. It's so nice to have a partner to grow up and just have fun with. It's funny because I have my youngest two are like a year apart. So
Mm,
boy and girl. So they're like two peas in a pod. So that's a
exactly.
that's a blessing and a beautiful, relationship you have.
Mhm.
So
It was really
how
good.
oh how did studying theater arts, right, in college shape the way you approach storytelling today?
Well, I mean, they go behind the scenes, so they kind of teach you all the jargon, the technical things, even as far as lighting and stuff. If you're doing it as a major, they're going to go through every aspect of like theater arts and like performing arts.
Mhm.
So it kind of shaped me in the fact that we think within the box, right? They take you outside of that box. They take you outside the universe. They're just like,
Wow.
wait, take everything away. None of this exists. You're on stage. You're whoever you want to be. You're whoever your character says you are. You don't have to be anything but that. And so it kind of makes you think in a different aspect. Like I'm taking on a whole persona when I'm acting. It's like I become my character. And they teach you to break down your own layers to become who you're supposed to be on stage or on set. So I think that was pretty eye-opening for me because, you know, a lot of times you do bring on a lot of yourself, and you know, maybe it could be the tone of your voice or the way that you say certain things, and you catch it, and you might have a knick-knack or something that stays in your mind that you might say a certain word a certain way, and it's like, break that, you can't do that. Like, you gotta pronounce that all the way out. Like it'll break you down to build you back up. So I think that was the big thing I learned from theater arts, like taking it in college.
Wow. That sounds a little bit like Toastmasters. Like I took some Toastmasters, you know, back in the day when I was in the service, and they said, "Oh, you're not supposed to add fluff words," and you get critical of yourself as they're speaking. You had to pause.
Like, what do I say? Well, then what do I do?
Oh my gosh, that is too wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So when they broke you down, right? Well, not in a bad way.
Not breaking it down.
Maybe that's not the right term. Oh my goodness.
I started the term, I messed that one up.
I feel like it back in the military, you know, when they
and I'm a military brat, so I come from a military family, so that's cool. I get it.
They sure broke me down. broke my knees.
It's like literally.
Right? Oh my gosh. So what did you, I guess, can you think about a moment in time where you're like, wow, I'm actually doing this? I don't know. It's like being in like an outer body experience, right? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I guess the first time would be when I did the Wedded Bliss, the eulogy for Valiant Koa. Mm-hmm. It was a play, an actual stage play, and trust and believe that gets a little more difficult than just being on camera and you know, making a film, because there's no going back. Like you're on stage, you're in front of everybody. It became real at that moment because the adrenaline started kicking in. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, I hope I don't forget a line. What do I do if I do? Like, you know, your mind starts playing tricks on you when it's your first time, like, you know what I mean? Doing something in front of a big audience. And at the end of the day, you have to eat it up and go out there and do it. So that was the eye-opening part for me. And when I went out there and I actually saw everybody, that's what woke me up to say, oh my God, this is real. I'm really doing this. Like, it's now or never. And if you mess up, you better figure it out. Do not stop.
Right? Just keep going.
Just keep going.
That's a good advice for sure.
Yeah. Trust your you know, your castmates, and you know that they're gonna get you back on track. Just trust what you're doing. Don't ever stop on stage.
Oh wow. Wow, yeah, because you can't rewind, you can't cut. Just go with the flow. Wow. Yeah. I never really thought about that, but yeah, that's a direct contact with your audience.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you got this. Yeah, I'm, you know, I leave it to you for the whole stage.
I thank you for that, because I'm going to take that hope.
Yes.
Put it right here.
You do it. You're doing a splendid job.
It was like Annette said I was going to make it.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So were there any like specific mentors or productions during your early years that really left an imprint on you? Besides your brother, because you know your brother's your bestie.
Yeah, just about like even simple people like my mother, like, you know, my other siblings, my theater arts teacher, my communication teacher. Believe it or not, my communication teacher back in college had a lot to do with it too, because certain pronunciation of things. Like, I come from the Bay. There's certain things I might say with a little swag that, could have changed. And they kind of helped get me like abreast to how to speak on camera and how to speak on stage. So I would say a lot of times it was my teachers that helped me along the way.
Wow. Well, shout
God
out
bless
to the
our
teachers.
teachers.
Yes. Well, this is good to know, positive report for the teachers, because there's a lot of negative reports.
I know. I got to bring it back.
Right,
Roll back
right.
to the teachers.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. So, you've worn many hats, right, in this creative world, an actor, collaborator, storyteller, director. What's been the most challenging transition from theater to film?
Ooh. Um, it involves a lot more time and processing, like with a bigger group. So you might be here and you might be there. Hey, let's meet here and let's do this. Let's do Zoom. And then you're still doing your normal life. So you're still working. You're still a grandmother. You're still, you know what I mean? You're still all these things. And so that could become a little tricky. But when you have a good producer, like I have, thank God, thank you, Jay, and a good cast, like we kind of work together to kind of build that structure on where we're going to meet, the timing that we're going to do these, like certain things that we're doing. So I'm really thankful for that because it really could be different. So I'm very thankful for that.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, the whole well, virtual. I guess we've learned in so many years now going in this whole virtual path, right? And how to navigate, because a lot of people are like hands-on. I know I'm hands-on as well in person. I like the whole in-person vibe, but um this actually helped with the whole COVID experience. When I was deployed, and that's how I started this podcast. And I'm like, I love talking to people. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and try this out. Here we are. So, you learn to navigate,
And
right?
it works in your favor.
Yeah. So how did you prepare differently for stage role versus the film role?
For stage, that's a lot of hands-on because you really have to have your, whoever you're acting on stage with, like your
Mhm.
co-stars, you really need to have a good rapport with them, and you really need to have an understanding of who they are as people, because when you're on that stage, your life literally depends on those people. Like if you mess up a line or something, there's no going back. And having that rapport with like your counterpart or your co-star really, really helps out a great deal, because then they know how to bring you back and you know how to bring them back. Like, because there's no going back when you're on stage. So I would say getting to know your castmates is one of the biggest things I would say is a difference. I mean, you're going to do that there too, but when you're on stage, it depends on it. It's almost like having a partner in the military.
Mhm.
Like your life depends on that, like that
Amen.
partner, like, literally. And it's the same thing on stage. Like it literally depends on them, because if they mess up and I make a big deal, there goes the production. If I mess up and they make a big deal, there goes the production. But if we know how to bring each other back because we've practiced together and we've done things together and we've already went over every scenario that could happen, we're pretty much safe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely need that buddy system for sure.
Yeah, because on film, you have everybody else that can help you out, but on stage, it's just you and whoever you're corresponding with. And so that's the biggest difference, I would say.
What are your like highlights or and also challenges between working with your cast partner or your buddy on stage?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. The
Oh, sure.
biggest.
Positive and negative takes or feedback for
Well, we're still
working.
in like the early stages of the production, so we haven't had that much banter or rapport yet. So I don't really have the answer to that. But I would say probably just off doing it for so long, the biggest positive thing would be that I know that that person's going to have my back, because we really want to make this film work and we want to shine. Like, this is our careers on the line, and this is how we're going to be remembered. Like, you don't want to be remembered especially for something on film, it's going to be there for a lifetime. So you don't really want to botch that. And so I think the biggest positivity would be, I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to depend on that person because we have the same goals and the same mindset, And then I guess I don't really know much of a flaw. Maybe that they might push me out. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't really know much of a flaw. Like, it's fun. Like, if you come in there with a humble, fun spirit,
Yeah.
you can't really fumble that. Like, can't really fumble the bag. Like, I think I don't see many flaws happening. Maybe some bloopers.
Yeah, that'll be great. It's always nice to see that in the end of the film, right? In the credit scene.
Right.
For sure. I love it. Yeah, definitely a positive attitude, and it goes a long way for sure. So, what are some lessons from your theater background that have enhanced your on-screen performances?
Some lessons. Maybe um the things, okay. So, like, there's certain movements and certain positions that you don't want to, angles that you don't want to have on camera versus being on stage. Like, you can really like move around and come back. You know what I mean? You can do all the angles you want on stage, because you're just a live performance. But on camera, oh no, you've got to have the right angles and the right lighting and everything has to be like in its place in order for it to come together. So I think getting those angles right, and you know what I mean? How is the sound coming off from this angle? How do we hide the mics? Like, it's a bunch of different things as far as theater to film, because when you're on stage, like I said, you have fluid movement, but when you're on camera, you need to be in that marker. Like, there's markers set, like sometimes you got to come right back to that position. You're like, how was I looking? And you got to freeze frame. Oh, you were like this, your hand was here. Okay. Like, it gets more integral when you're doing film because there's takes,
Mm. Yeah, that's so true. And just reflecting, thinking outdoors too, right? Because if
Yes,
it's raining that day and you had a
girl.
sunny sunny day on that,
You don't want to mess that up. Oh, wait, the scene started in the rain. Is this one of those sci-fi movies?
right,
It's sunny now.
right. Then was she wearing the red dress, and now she's wearing the brown
I could
dress?
have sworn the nails were black. I swear they're red now. What's going on?
But only I know certain people thinking that.
No, it happened.
It's so funny that I would have to watch a film several times just to pick up on certain things. I mean,
Yeah,
not like the obvious thing, like, okay, she's wearing a red dress one day and brown dress the next day. Now that's, but like
right.
there was the film, and it was some Marvel film, and I didn't even know Elon Musk was, I think it was Iron Man. I didn't even know he was in the background. I'm like, wait a minute. I never seen
It's like that, yeah. You catch certain things after a while. You'll be like, because your eye becomes in tune to it. You're like, wait, what's going on? I could have swore there was grass in the back. Now it's the water.
right?
What?
That is, this is very, very fun and interesting at the same time. But I'll leave the acting for you to do, though. So you mentioned, right, you worked with Valiant Coa and O Factor Media on powerful projects like Wedded Bliss, The Eulogy, and Junior Blonde Private Investigator. How did those collaborations come about?
Well, I was in college, and then like somewhere along the way in college, you're venturing out, you're going to different plays, and you're in your theater classes, going from BC to Cal State to this place. You meet people along the way, and I met Valiant Coa along the way, and we just had like a good banter, a good rapport, and we started talking about different things. And he's like, "Man, I really want to cast somebody for this role," and that was the first one was Wedded Bliss, The Eulogy. That was like 2012, maybe. It was a while back. And so I was like, really? He was like, yeah, read over this script or whatever. So I started reading over it. And he was like, I would like for you to just try out. And I was just like, okay. So I went to a casting call, and then I went to a second one. And he was like, you know what? I just want you to play the role. So here's the script. Let's just go through it. And from then we've been like really, really cool, like super cool. Like when he has a project coming up, he'll let me know. Like I'm looking for someone to play a certain role. It just blossomed from there. Like he put me in front of a lot of different audiences and stages, and I appreciate him for it. Thank you, Valiant.
Yeah, thank you, Valiant. Cool. And the next one that you were in was the O Factor, I believe it's the Junior Blonde Investigator.
Yeah.
And how did you come with that collaboration?
Went from stage to film.
Stage, okay, you're like stage to film.
Yeah, so we already had built that rapport. So it was like anytime he has projects coming up, it's like, hey, I'm working on this. I think you'd be great for the role of Ruby Velvet. And I'm just like, really? I'm like, well, who's Ruby Velvet? It's like, she's very
Okay.
similar to you. And I'm just like, okay, she's like health conscious, all these things. I'm like, okay, let me look it over. And it just blossomed. Like our relationship is so cool that when things come about, like sometimes characters will be born out of just the banter that we have. We're just like, oh, yeah, that's who you are now.
Yes.
And I'm like, I guess that's me.
For sure.
So,
yeah, he's a nice person. Like
yeah.
I was supposed to go I was supposed to travel to California for it was I forget what exactly it was. I don't know. I don't think it was next lifetime, but shout out to Jay Anthony. Um, I forget exactly the theme of the event, but I didn't make it. But hopefully in the future I will.
But I didn't make it.
Sorry, Mr. Valiant. But maybe next time. So let's go ahead, if you don't mind. We can show the audience what the film is about, just a little bit, or if you want to talk about it before we show it, and then.
Are you showing the one from Valiant? Are you showing clips from next?
Sorry, the from Valiant.
Okay, so Junior Blonde Private Investigator. I probably would just say show it, but it's about someone that comes up missing, and we're on a hunt to find this person. And along the way, there's a little bit of comedy and a little bit of banter that goes on between all the people that love to be at this one shop called the Burnt Onion, and I'm gonna leave it there.
I'm just gonna play a little snippet, and I was like, oh, okay, this is very cool, very interesting, engaging, might I add. So let's go ahead and show it. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Okay, here we go.
Excuse me, miss. May I have a bottle of water, please?
Do I look like I work here?
I apologize. I didn't realize I said that out loud.
Well, in that case, get me a bottle of ginger ale.
I'll get that for the both of y'all.
Thank you.
Wow. I feel like I've been through all of this before. First, someone orders a bottle of water. Then the plane hits an air pocket. The lights fade, and then it happens again.
Excuse me, miss. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just a little air sickness. I really need that bottle of ginger ale.
Is there something wrong with the air in this place? Like, seriously.
I don't think so. Maybe she's just a little bit tired.
I distinctively remember hearing the flight attendant say, "The captain has switched on your fasten the seatbelt sign due to air turbulence."
Are you sleep deprived?
Then the captain said, "We will be landing soon."
Wait, I have enough of this. You've been here for 3 days, and today is the first day that you stepped out of your room?
Wait, where am I? How long did you say I was in what room?
Who are you anyway?
Junior Blonde. Well, my name is Rain Blonde, but folks call me Junior Blonde.
Call you for what?
As a nickname after my dad, mostly.
Boring.
Where did you come from and how did you get here?
Moses brought her here.
So wait, Moses did this again?
Who is this Mr. Moses?
Moses.
It's Moses.
Oh, he found another stray.
And that makes how many, including Ruby?
Wait, who is this Mr. Moses?
Okay, no mister, just Moses. And he'll be around shortly.
from what I can remember, getting on or off the plane.
Right. With all your personal stuff, right? And a secret stash, perhaps?
Yes, that's right. Have you seen it?
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I really need my backpack.
And the ginger ale?
And to know where you are.
Hey.
It's probably in a room. I'll go get it for in a little bit. Here comes Moses right now.
It's just like he appears out of thin air.
Wait, what? Is that supposed to be a fat joke?
Why are you being so sensitive? I was just thinking out loud again.
Hey, bro, stop thinking out loud so much. Junior.
Oh, hi. Hello. You must be Mr. Moses. I've been hearing so many wonderful things about you.
My name is Moses, not Mr. Just Moses.
Where did you come from?
Ruby, why don't you get her some ginger ale so she can take her medicine?
Excuse me?
Please.
Wait, how did you know about my medicine?
Here's your backpack. This morning, a skateboard and a surfboard came for you.
But I don't own either of those things.
Okay, if you don't want them, can I have them?
Are you even from around here?
Okay, can I have the guitar and the surfboard?
No, Casper, you can't have the guitar and the surfboard. Besides,
Oh my goodness. So, wow. All I have to say is I'm not going to play the whole thing, but
Girl.
you're doing a phenomenal job, let me tell you.
Thank you.
I was like, wow, is she really?
I'm like, what?
Everyone on the cast was phenomenal. I'm like, wow, this is really, why haven't I seen this yet? You know, I think a lot of movies, films, the production need to be more broadcasted, you know, instead of like the mainstream ones. So
Mhm.
I think that's a phenomenal film. I can't wait. I want to watch the rest later. Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. So what is it like working with creatives, right, who push the envelope? And how do you keep your voice heard in the process?
Well, typically, I guess the big word that you just said is creative. So having to have my voice heard is not ever an issue. Like when there's someone that's a creative, they want to hear more insight. They want the project to be bigger and better at all costs. So if you have an idea, they want to hear it. So getting your voice out there is not the worst part. Like, you know what I mean? It's just sometimes they can go off on a tangent. It's like, I want you to do this, and now we're going to switch it to this. And it's like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Like, I don't know what to do anymore. And then trying to get yourself back to, whatever we end up doing in the end. But it's always fun though. That's one thing I can say. I don't never have a problem with my voice being heard ever.
Well, do you have like some, I guess, time with the folks, like to go out for coffee or, some type of like events
We're
that
at
you
that
guys get
stage
together?
now. Yeah, we're definitely at that stage now. This is the beginning of the process. So we're kind of at that stage now where we're building that rapport. Like, let's go work out together because, a lot of the setting is at a gym. And so it's like, let's go work out together, or let's go meet up somewhere. So we're at that stage now. So I'll be in California for till probably the end of the year, building that rapport with them and, looking out for my mother and my family and just trying to make sure that I have everything, all my ducks in a row when it comes to the film and production and meeting my cast and crew.
Wow. Yeah, I did see the post with you working out. Well, the folks, they gathered
Girl.
around like,
Okay.
what type of workout did you guys do? Did you guys have to do the 2-mile run?
Girl, no. So we were doing boxing. It was just like so crazy. I was just like, okay. He's like, follow my lead. I'm like, what are we doing? They're like, act like you're fighting. I'm like, who acts like they're fighting? I'm not a fighter. I don't want to act like I'm fighting. But but it was interesting and it was pretty fun. It did make me work up a sweat because it was like 100 and something degrees yesterday. So yeah, that was pretty daunting.
Intense.
But it was intense.
Right. right.
But it
Wow,
was cool.
that sounds like fun. Maybe they'll cut those. Are they planning on utilizing the clip or shots to incorporate in the film?
I don't know if it's going to be incorporated in the film, but that was just kind of like a pre-production shot. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay.
Sometimes they do make the cut. We'll see.
That sounds exciting. Okay. So can you share, no pressure, behind the scenes moment from one of those projects that really stuck with you?
Okay, yeah, like meeting at the park was our first time meeting face to face. So that happened yesterday. That was pretty fun. And I got to see everybody's character and their banter. So everybody kind of gets along. I would say I'm probably like the mother of the group. Like everyone's so young and vibrant and I love them so much. So I'd probably be like the mother of the group. But we still like have a lot in common. So we were able to have like a good rapport. But my co-star that's in the wheelchair, she is a riot. I love her. She's great. And I can't wait to be see more of her and have more rapport with her. And I wish I had everyone's names right at the top of my head, but like I said, we're in pre-production. We're barely starting to meet one another, so bear with me, everybody. And you know who you are. I love you, girl.
Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, like speaking about next lifetime, right? And the new roles. Your role as Diane in the upcoming film Next Lifetime sounds like a major step forward, right? What drew
Yeah.
this character?
What do I bring to the character?
Or what drew you to the character?
Oh, well, we have a lot in common. Like some of the things that she's battled with and that she had to face in life, decisions that you make sometimes for your family and for your kids, different things like that, things that matter, like matters of the heart.
Mhm.
There's so many things that happen in the film. I know I can't say too much, but like we have a lot in common. Of course, there are some things that I probably would not do that Diane may do.
Facts.
But but that's to be expected. But there's a lot of us that are in common. We're kind of like kindred spirits in a way. Like we're like one and the same. As far as personalities and mindsets, which is kind of cool already, because it's like, oh, I could do that. Yeah. Like, I'm a playful person already. I'm always laughing. If you haven't
Uh-huh.
noticed, always laughing, always cracking a joke if I can. Like, I just like to stay in high spirits. And Diane is kind of one of those people that'll mask things behind that spirit. Like, you know what I mean? And so I feel like our similarities are based off of that.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Um, I've noticed like in film and okay.
I'm still here.
I hope you feel better.
Thank
Um,
you.
so I've noticed like actors, right? They really go into that role, and it's almost it's kind of eerie. Like some of the roles, like I mean, I'll say for instance, I'm one of my favorite actors, Denzel Washington. So he
Mm-hmm.
goes into the role like King Kong. You ain't got, you know what? But I'm not saying it right because we laugh, but it's like wow, he really he plays different personalities and
Yeah.
characters, and
And because
so
those people, you believe the character, like that's a real person, It's so
yeah,
creepy.
I know.
I was
I'm
like,
like,
wait, his name's not Denzel, that's John.
right. I'm like, so do you get like, I would say side eye, but do you get like, wait, does he just, that kind of like reaction from people?
Yes. Those characters matter. So like the characters that you play, you have to be able to take whatever's gonna come after the aftermath of it. I can't even get it out because it does get like that. Like people will look at you and be like, that's the one that did. You know what I mean? XYZ. Or they'll look at you with so much love, like, oh, you were the one. Like when I did the play, what it's the eulogy, the little kids, I love you. Like I just got a lot of love from it because my role was that of love, right? Diane, I'm probably gonna get both. I might get a mixture of love and a little bit of hate.
Man, I tell you, that emotional piece,
Yeah.
right? It's like I still keep thinking about these characters, and I'm like, okay, they're a real person in real life,
Yeah.
but I'm so drawn to the craft, to the art, right? Of
Mhm.
how they portray themselves in the film, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't believe, you know what I mean? Or like,
You
why would
start
they
second
do
guessing, like, are they really like that secretly? Because they played that too well. So
exactly?
yeah, it can get intimidating. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen after this next lifetime.
Right, exactly.
I
Oh my
know,
gosh.
I know I'm going to get both sides, the love and the hate, and I'm ready for it all.
But
That means I did my
I
job.
love you. I love you regardless. Okay. For sure.
That just means I did my job.
Yes, ma'am. Um, thanks for joining. Suave VP Churchill. Thank you for joining us. Well, yeah. So Terry C. Carney Sr. He directed a film called "Put the Guns Down," produced by
Okay.
Ice T. So thank you for joining, sir. He's so
Right. Thank you.
he said good morning, Queens. Thank you.
Good
And
morning, honey.
so, how did working with Jay Anthony challenge or inspire you differently than past projects?
So, yeah, I met him on a project actually, and when he came to me with his own project, I was just like, you know, how cool is that? Like, he's done a lot of different things on his own, and so like getting to know him as a person and his vision, I would say is a little bit different because the age brackets and things of that nature too. So, you know, I'm a little older, and so seeing our millennials and our creatives coming up in, you know, in the generation and the age that we're in now is just like, wow, like their mindset is just like mind blown emoji. Like his passion for what he's doing, the that he puts behind it, like, I'm going full steam ahead, this is what I want to do, this is, I'm gonna do it, are you with me? You know, just, it's not like you're, he doesn't make you feel like, oh, you're acting in my film. He makes you feel like, oh, we're doing this project together. If that makes
Mm,
sense, you know what I mean?
yes.
So it's like a different experience because he brings you in on all the levels. Like, it's not just,
Yeah.
oh, just say your lines and be done with you. It's like, hey, does anybody have any other ideas? You know, how do you guys feel about this? Like, you know, he brings you in as family, as like, I don't know, like it goes deeper, like, you know, like a bigger bond.
For
So I
sure.
really appreciate that because, you
Yes.
know, the younger generation, they're more open, like to things like that. We're kind of set in our ways. So
Yes,
they're breaking that of me.
that's very true. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
It looks like several people joined to Lift Back Up 23. How are you doing, ma'am? She's going to come on our platform
Hi.
soon. Savsky Doe 2, DJ, Red Dog Production, Pre-Mason. If I missed your name, my apologies. A lot of things. I'm maneuvering through these whole different platforms here. So, wow, that's very, yeah. Teamwork is the dream work, right? Or makes the dream work.
Yeah.
And it's as cliche as that sounds, it's very nice to have a solid team that come together
Mhm.
with the same goal, right? And I'm very excited for you. I really am. And Jay
Thank
Anthony
you.
and the whole cast for sure. Um, Without giving too much away, which I know you can, you probably said, sign the non-disclosure. What can audiences expect emotionally from Next Lifetime?
I think they'll be full of a lot of different emotions, like laughter, sadness, happiness, anger, joy, you know what I mean? And anticipation. I would
Mm.
say that. I would say they feel every single bit of all of that.
Wow. When you first read the script or like the book, right? What parts did you, I guess I'm just trying to gauge. I know you say you selected Diane or was drawn to the character. Like what out of all the other characters, why that one was the highlight of all the other characters?
Well, the character was kind of laid out for me. So it
Oh,
wasn't like, hey, let's look over these and pick, a
okay.
certain role that you want to apply for. It was more like, you know what, I have this great this movie I'm making. I have a character called Diane, and I think you'd be great for her.
Mm,
Do you want to look it over and see what you think? That's
mm.
how it started. And so it was just like, me? Okay, sure. And
Okay.
so when I looked it over, it made sense because Diana's an older woman. So she's a mother. She's, all these things, which I am. So it only makes sense that I would
Yeah.
be cast for a role of that nature. You know what I mean? Seeing my age bracket and the banter that I have that's so similar with Diane. Like, and so when he saw that and when he wrote that, he had me in mind already. And it was just like, you would be great for this role because I already know how you are as a mother. I already know how you are as a person. And I think that you can embody this and bring her to life. And so
Mm,
that's how that came about. The difference between her and the other characters, she's like the mother of the group. So she's one of the older people in the film, and she's one of the leads. So she's like one of the main characters. Um, so I would say that's one of the bigger differences between Diane and the rest of the group is like, she's older and set in her ways, and everybody else is kind of like younger, you know.
yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you just decided that you're like the mother of the, you're literally the mother.
No, I'm literally the mother. I'm literally her.
Look, we're on the same team here.
Girl.
It's
I'm
too
literally
funny.
her. Yeah.
That's so cool. So you bring such like authenticity, Kevin talk authenticity. That's the tongue twister right there to your roles, right?
Yeah.
How do you tap into your characters emotionally and mentally to exude that character?
I take a part of myself, like what I've been through and my experiences.
Mhm.
Hold on just a second. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yes, you guys, I am battling. I came from North Carolina to California and it's been hitting me hard. But yeah, but like I take a part of myself and whatever similarities that I can offer to my character. So if I'm reading through it and I see, oh, they've been through abuse or oh, they've been through this. If I've had something similar, I tap into that. But I also tap into and become the character because I try to put myself in their shoes. Like I'm an empath by nature. I'm a Pisces. So putting myself in someone else's shoes or feeling their pain is like automatic anyway, even if it is just a character.
Yeah.
So when I'm reading through it, I'm seeing who she is and how she got there. I embody and I envision it. Just like when you read a book, you see your own mental pictures in your mind. So when you see the movie, you're like, I didn't see it that way. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, it was better in the book because you get to make your own picture, right? So
Yeah.
that's what it's like when you're making your character. I make my own picture of Diane. So I get to see her the way I want to see her based off what I'm reading. I get to create the narrative, based off of my experiences and what she's gone through. I get to draw from them both and build Diane. So
Mm,
it's Diane, it's me, and those things come together to create the character of Diane, if that
mm.
makes sense. Like,
That's so true. It's like
yeah,
you watching a movie and you
yeah.
wanting to be in that character. Like I ain't gonna lie, look, I read like, and I think I spoke with her name is she's in Next Lifetime, Sherelle K. And
Yes. That's
and
my daughter.
yeah, yes, ma'am. And she, oh my gosh, it's so funny because like we were talking about Twilight, right? And I bought all the books for Edward and Bella, and
Yes,
it's just
girl.
like you just feel so engulfed in it, like the yearning, the
Hmm.
desire to be in love with that passion and desire. Anyway, it's just it takes you to that stage in your life, in your mental, and
Yeah,
it's almost like a therapy, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
Acting is like that too. Very
Yes,
much so, like a therapy. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you get
Wow.
to put all of it out there, boop, and see how it
And
comes back.
and they'll never know because it's Diane,
There you
right?
go.
Wink. No. Yeah, we're just playing around, y'all. Okay.
You're gonna have these people thinking bad of me now.
Never, never. He's a great character. Okay. Inside and out. So what themes or messages are most important to you as a creative, and how do you weave them into your work? Like when you bring into, I know that we kind of talked about how the do's and don'ts, right? When you're acting in the words and how to pronounce it and such. But I'm sure that you have that zest that you want to exude for folks to take away. I know I
Mhm.
probably made you lost in the sauce, but anyway, what messages are most important to you? I guess as a
I
creative.
think I understand what you're putting down.
Mm,
So, for Diane, what I'm trying to exude with Diane is a sense of compassion,
mm,
understanding,
mhm,
and like empathy. I want people that are watching to love Diane. I want them to see a bit of themselves in her character and who she is, and the person that she is. I want them to find their similarities and their differences and use it as, it's funny that you said therapy, but use it as that, like, you know what I mean, as a way of healing for themselves, because it breaks through real life, it breaks through genres, it breaks through sex, you know what I mean? Like female and male, it breaks through all those different boundaries, and there's something that you're going to get out of it. Like
mm,
it actually alludes to karma. Like when you do bad things, there's a consequence, there's a give and a take. Like it breaks so many different barriers, that I think everybody can pull something from it. It breaks race, it breaks all of that. And I just think that I can really, if I do this right, I will have people loving Diane, even though she does something that's pretty heinous. I think I can still grab a little bit of love out of the character.
I'm already loving it. And it's like a tease every time Jay posts like snippets of stuff. I'm like, like so you're doing a great job, Jay. But like for real, I can't wait. This is so exciting. Um, so do you have like a dream role or genre that you haven't explored yet and eager to dive into?
Sci-fi, fantasy. That'd probably be dope.
I can
That'd be
totally
some different stuff. Yeah. I am an
okay.
80s baby. Don't judge me.
What kind of what was your favorite like sci-fi movies or shows growing up?
I don't think I really had like a favorite movie or show, but I know back in the day, we used to watch Star Trek. We used to watch like different things like Quantum Leap and like,
Yeah.
all the old shows, don't just, man, I'm giving away my age. You can't help that.
X-Files. Nobody really knows.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
And look,
But
everybody knows. I'm sorry to cut you off. Everything's being rebooted anyway, right?
true. Star Wars, all those different things. Like, yeah, like things like that would be pretty dope to tap into because it's like fantasy. Like, it's like something that beyond like the realm of reality. And I want to do something like that.
Yeah. I would love to see. Look, I can definitely see you. One of the Star Trek
There may be a
spots,
little alien or something.
right? For real. Look, I'll be in the background scene. I don't have to say anything. I'll just be like a little wallpaper. I'll get you some tea or coffee.
Not the sound effect.
Right?
Oh my god, that's funny.
That is so funny. So, um, besides Next Lifetime, are there any like other projects? I know it's kind of because you have to get through this project, but that you're thinking about?
At the moment, no. I still work very closely with Valiant, so
Okay.
I'm usually a part of a lot of his productions. But at the moment, I'm just working on this until I have further notice.
I love it. And how do you see your role evolving in the entertainment industry? Are you eyeing producing, directing more, or writing more in the future?
I probably will because I've already been asked to do that, even by Jay. Like, he's like, I want your creative mindset to be exuded in this film. Like, I
Mm.
want you to step up and kind of help co-produce and stuff like that. So, shout out to you, Jay, for even thinking that I have what it takes to do such such things. So yeah, I think I will be towards the future, and you never know what's going to happen after this first one. So.
Yes. I'm so excited for you. And I second that notion. um, so what advice would you give to young folks, right? Folks trying to carve their path in theater and film?
Don't let nobody talk you out of it. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. If you have a real passion for it and that's what you want to do, don't let nobody talk you out of it. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way to get where you're trying to go. And if you really have a passion for it, God will send the right people. And I know we shouldn't be talking about God and certain things like that, but whatever your belief is, we'll send the right, things your way to make it happen for you. You just got to have the faith and put in your work and the rest will come to fruition.
I try. If I was there in person, I hug you right now because that's so
I will hug
true.
you
Like,
back.
we need that, like you said, the
Yeah.
compassion. Everybody goes through things in life, and we don't know what they're going through. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's what, oh, that just gave me chills. But to know that I'm spiritual too, so
Hmm.
regardless of what your source is, God, Buddha,
Yeah.
whoever, your belief system is what truly matters, right?
Hmm.
And you wanting to do good for others, and it's not because you want it in return. It's just that's just your nature, because
Right. And not everybody has that. So,
we have that light and dark in us, and it's just which one do you want to, again, I don't know, the word is exude for today, but
yeah.
exude in your life, right? And
Yeah.
I say just be positive and keep pushing that light out so
I'm
people
very spiritual too. And the worst thing you can do, especially to someone young, is just put a damper on their passion. Like,
yeah.
I loved art since I was a younger girl. And so to put a damper on that, like you'll have people, especially when you come from certain areas, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not realistic. You should switch it up. And you've been doing it your whole life and you're like, what? And so you keep pushing. And then finally the thoughts just get into your head and you switch it all up. It changed my whole life, to be honest. And so, I try to do differently with my children. And when they have a passion, I try to support them no matter what it is. Oh, we want to do music. Okay, cool. Me too. I want you to do music. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, because you just never know. Like, I could be dampening their whole
yeah.
spirit and then their life is altered in a whole another course. And you never know where they could take that. Believe in their dreams with them.
I love that. Yeah, so I'm doing the same thing. And we were taught, okay, when you grow up, you're gonna go military or college or this and that. And like they
You're a
already
lawyer, a
predestined.
doctor.
Yeah, they already predestined your future for you. And
Yeah.
and it's like, no, 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 we gotta break that, because people, when you love what you do,
Hmm.
you do more of it without even thinking it's a job. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. And you do it well. And then that's your niche because everybody's born with
yeah.
something in them that they just can't shake, you know? And eventually, even if you had to shake it for a minute, it's going to come back. It's going to come back.
Oh yes. Yes, ma'am. It's coming back full circle. And it
Mhm.
doesn't matter how the age, because you're still young. Look, we still young, okay?
44 years young. I'm not ashamed to say it. 44 years young. And it came back to me full circle. So like just believe in yourself, and let the universe bring it back to you. Put
Yes.
out what you want and it's gonna give it back.
Yes. At 49,
Hey,
49 years
49
young.
years young.
I don't, I feel like I'm 27, but
With a
it's one of
baby face.
Thank you. It's like one of those things where, like you were saying, as a child, you were taught so certain ways, and
Mhm.
now it's like, no, now I'm living my life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the rest of God willing, however many years I'm left on this planet, I want to do what I want to do. So
Yeah.
finally, right? You reach to that point where you're like, finally, I get to do what I want to
Yeah.
do.
Seriously. Waiting to exhale, maybe.
Right? For sure. Oh my gosh, this is too fun. Okay, rapid fire fun. Okay, let's get started here. Stage lights or camera lights?
Oh Lord. Camera lights.
Okay. Favorite line you've ever delivered?
Mm. I hate you, Jody. Just mimicking them when they were doing Baby Boy because that's funny. Like, so every once in a while we just say it just because it's hilarious.
Right? Oh my gosh, that is too funny. Your dream co-star you'd love to work with?
Morris Chestnut.
Oh yes. Upon. But look, I got your number. No. Let me know when you're gonna play that part. Oh yeah. Can't wait. Look, I can't wait. One word that describes your creative journey.
Passion.
Okay. What's your pre-show or post? Excuse me, pre-show or pre-shoot ritual? Can we
Prayer.
get that? Amen. Your go-to comfort food after a long day on a set or stage.
Tacos.
Ooh, I love it. What kind of tacos do you like?
Girl, I like the old traditional, street tacos.
Okay.
Some onion, all the things.
Good. Well, I think
Mhm.
I want to get me some tacos. I
I'm a
can't.
true Californian.
I know. I need to come back. Oh my gosh, there's a split. Don't get me started. There's this place called Rubio's. I went to in San Diego, and I was like, wow, they have like the best, but it's different. It's like a chain, but when you go to a different chain, it's like, nah, it's not really the same. But yeah, shrimp tacos is what got me.
Oh, love me some tacos.
Yeah, I'm already like salivating. I'm like, oh, I didn't get some tacos out of this, and it's not even lunchtime. Well, kind of lunchtime,
That's why I'm like tacos. Now that we talked about it.
right? So who's your biggest artistic inspiration right now?
Sanaa Lathan.
Oh, okay. I dig it. I
Yeah.
love it. If you were in the arts, what career would you be in?
Ooh, the career that I'm in now. Corporate America business. I'd still be in business, trucking it along with the big boys.
Okay. Um, and theater or film, which gives you more butterflies?
Film.
Oh, wow.
Because you can't go back from that. Like it's gonna be everywhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Last show or movie that made you cry?
Oh my gosh. What is it? Ah, it's oh, I can't think of the name of it. Oh man. Oh, that's gonna make me sad. I can't think of it for nothing. Um, it has Lady Gaga in it, and it has
Oh,
A
I know
Star Is Born.
yes.
Girl,
Oh my gosh.
every
Yes.
time. I love that movie. Every time. Like, oh my God, her voice. Oh my God. When she started singing that song and he came up to her and he was just like so playful with her. Like he met his match. He was like, that's the one. Like brought her
Yeah.
to the stage. That is the most powerful thing. And she started singing. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
I know. I do. I watched that movie. That was sad. It was like
Yeah.
happy
But it's
and
so
sad.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's one song that's always on your playlist?
Ooh, always on my playlist.
Yes.
Ode to Hip Hop, Love of My Life.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Mhm.
Your biggest on-set blooper or funniest moment during performance.
Oh Lord. Oh God, do I really have to say that? Snorting when I'm laughing.
Hey, I do it too. So hey, you're not
Because
alone.
I laughed so hard it just came out one time on Predict. I was like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing, like a little piglet. Well, how did I do that? I had to cut.
It happens. Um, so if your life were a movie, well, what would
What is she doing to me, guys? Do you see what she's doing to me? If your life was a movie.
what title would it be?
But she made it.
Oh, okay. So that's she. Okay, you're gonna create this film. Look,
But she made it. That's the title.
but she made it.
But she made it. It's
I
gonna
like.
be ... and then but she made it. That's it.
Oh, I love
That's the
that.
name of the film.
Ooh. Look, can you look for real? I'm gonna be looking out for that film because that kind of like that's inspiration. We need that.
Yeah.
For,
Mm-hmm.
look, let me know when the film's coming out.
I got you. But
So,
she made it. My grandma used to tell me that your life's been like a movie. It really is, like every day. Like it could be comedic, it could be anything. It's just crazy. You'll be like, how did that even happen to you? I don't know. But that's my life. But she made it.
into that. Uh, you get one superpower on set. What is it?
Ooh, one superpower.
Yes.
To know what everybody's thinking.
Oh, okay.
What stars are thinking? What are you guys thinking right now?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, your first role you've ever played.
Oh God, I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was so young. I've done so many different things. The very first one, I do remember doing a on-stage poetry reading when I was young. That's one of the fondest memories I have because it was hilarious. It was like the Frigidaire. I can't remember who was it by. It was like a poem, and I think that was my biggest memory because it was like super funny. And my mom's like, "You're gonna do this?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh,
And
wow.
I just went for it. And once I find out who actually wrote it, I come back to you on that. But
Okay.
yeah, it was about the Frigidaire. It was like,
Frigidaire. That's funny. Good. Reminds me of what my dad used to say when he tells me, go to the Frigidaire and get
yeah, like what's a Frigidaire?
right. Oh wow, that's too funny. You start like looking at things from your past, and you're like, oh, that was a brand name.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, how do we just start calling everything that goes like, a Q-tip? So everything's a Q-tip now. A cotton swab is a Q-tip. It's a Q-tip.
Right. Right. Oh my gosh, that's funny. If you could live in any movie, right, or play for a day, what would it be?
Brown sugar.
Okay, brown sugar. I
That's
was like,
another ode to Sanaa.
I was going to sing that song. What's one prop or costume you wish you could have kept from a role?
Well, all the things that I've had, I was able to keep. So
Oh,
wishing to keep anything, I guess all the stuff that I was able to keep.
okay. I like that.
I get to keep everything because typically when we're doing like sets like that, it's created for you. So it's like it's
Ah.
mine. It's not gonna be fitting anybody else.
Do you wear it sometimes, like out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get good stuff. I'm wearing my stuff.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
But
We need
yeah, I still wear that jacket that you just played that snippet of. That's
Uh-huh.
mine. Still have that. I wear it every once in a while. Like, yeah, so it's like weird to say, like, what would I want to keep? Because I get to keep everything.
Yeah,
The
I
blessing.
like that. I do like that jacket. That looks really good on you.
Thank you.
Your late night writing session or early morning rehearsal.
I'm a late night girl.
Okay, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Monologue or improv?
mm, Monologue.
Okay. And
hmm
what's one quote, right, you live by in your creative life?
Um, if you try, you can't fail. You only fail if you don't try.
I like that. It's very, very nice. If you try, you don't fail. If you don't try, I
if you
miss.
tr- if you try, you
Uh-huh.
can't fail.
Can't fail.
It's when you don't try that you fail. Like if you're still trying, how's that a failure, right? No, as
Yes,
long as you keep trying, you cannot fail.
that is so true.
Possible.
Yeah, for real.
It's
That
only
is.
when you stop that that you got to count that as how you got to count your loss. But I believe in that. Like, just keep going for it. Never stop because it's not you can't fail if you're trying, and you can't be the worst at something if you're trying.
Mhm.
You may not be the best, but you're not going to be the worst.
That is true because you're still going. That
You're still
momentum.
going. Yeah. Can't call me a failure.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So, how was your experience with Internet 360? Oh, I caught her.
You caught me.
Caught you in mid drift.
Oh no, it sucks.
I hope you feel better. Some
Oh,
tea
I
and
will. It's just, it's because I came from North Carolina, stopped in Texas. From Texas, came here. So I'm just barely here. It's been my only first week. So bear with me, everybody.
Oh, I was going to ask you, how was your experience with Internet 360 today?
It was so good. Like, thank you so much. You're a whole riot, and you're like, we had a conversation, guys, before we even got on here. And this girl right here is the truth. She is so cool, like so humble and nice. And I just couldn't ask for a better person to be interviewing me right now. I had an interview prior, but it was the same banter. Like I've just been blessed with good people. I so enjoy like your banter and who you are, like your character. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it too. And shout out to Jay Anthony because and next lifetime, the whole
Yeah,
cast. I
big
can't
time.
wait.
I wouldn't have
But
been able to meet her otherwise.
and are there any thing you want else to say to the audience? Words of wisdom, shout outs, where they can find you.
Okay, well, me, I just go by me. So I go by Laroya Compton. I'm on Facebook, IG, and I think they got me signed up for Threads, and then there's more to come. Um, but for right now, it's just IG and Facebook, as far as I know. Um, you can find me on IMDb. And I just want to say thank you to Jay. Thank you to Valiant. Thank you to Miss Annette from In the Know. Thank you, my children, Mark, Eric, and Remy. And thank you to my brother, Brandon, who is helping me on my journey as far as working out and stuff, the muscle man himself. Thank you, bro. I love you. And thank you to my coworkers. I love you guys too. I miss you guys.
Aw. Thank you so much, ma'am. And let's please continue to support the Unity for Social Justice. Let's free Master Yo, Prentice Banks, and Jay Byrne, and all our brothers and sisters that are in need of our support. This has been a broadcast of Showing Love Full Circle between Internet 360 and Miss Laroya Compton, aka Miss LaLa. Y'all better tap in and show some love, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful and blessed day.
You too, Mama.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
And don't forget to tap in and watch the new film documentary. It's really a movement called Put the Guns Down, A World Epidemic, produced by Ice-T and directed by Harry C. Carney Sr., director of the film documentary Put the Guns Down, A World Epidemic. And if you guys haven't tapped in yet, please, please, please be sure to go on Apple TV, Prime Video, Google TV, and Peacock. Make sure that you check out the film, okay? Put the Guns Down, an world epidemic. And we need to work together for this movement. So I'll see you tonight. Annette, warm-hearted warrior diva, at In the Know 360. Love you guys. Mwah.